All right, guys. Today we are gonna be reacting to woman instantly regrets divorcing her husband when he marries her best friend. Jump in.
And I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for feeling that way, even when you're not together.
Welcome back. Today we will take a look at a divorced woman crying after divorcing her husband because she thought the grass was greener on the other side.
Damn, bro.
What's the one thing you wish everyone around you knew about getting divorced?
Everyone always prepares you that whenever you're going through a divorce, losing your husband or wife, you go through a grieving process, grieving for the loss of your marriage, the loss of your hopes and dreams together. But one thing that they really don't prepare you for is the loss of a friend, the loss of your best friend,
Ugh.
the person that you always wanted to tell your day.
That's such a red flag when the female called you. It's like you're married with this female. All of a sudden, she called you a best friend. She put you in a friend zone right there and there. Like, like friend zoned in your own marriage. No, lady. No, if you guys do not let your woman tell you that you are their best friend. No, that's friends have a different kind of relationship than husbands and wife. No, in bed and friends is basically indicating that you guys are equal. It's not like that.
And to tell your small wins and your small victories. And I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for feeling that way, even when you're not together and haven't been together. Just having that desire to have them as a friend again.
Another contemporary woman appears to have made a spontaneous decision to initiate divorce proceedings without fully contemplating the potential ramifications. It is likely that she was swayed into believing that departing from her marital union was a prudent choice after being influenced by the counsel of an online figure advocating divorce. Many individuals, particularly women, often resort to the internet not solely for educational purposes, but rather to seek affirmation for preconceived notions already rooted within them. This tendency arises from an underlying awareness that their actions might not align with what is truly right or appropriate.
Is there anyone out there in TikTok land that can tell me what you're supposed to do with your life when you've been in a relationship for 20 plus years with the same person? You have children, you have, built a life together, and then all of a sudden that life is no longer. What are you supposed to do with your life? Like, I work. I'm a registered nurse. I have a career.
Nurse is always a very red flag, man. Kevin Samuel was right about that, and the reason is that they are surrounded by a lot of lusty and situations that you might do the wrong thing. Grey's Anatomy is a great example of that. If you haven't watched that, just go back and watch it. They Nurses are married, doctors are married. They like to sleep with each other. They stay. Man, it's not the most ideal. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I guess. I have hobbies. I have, I don't know, a house. I have all the things that I guess you need to live the life, but I don't know how. I don't do you date other people? Do you sort of I just don't know. I want to focus on myself. I want to be happy. I want to heal from this whole process that I've been in. But I also want to live life. I also want to have fun. I don't want it to be all about being miserable and feeling.
Very good. But you want to be with the devil and God at the same time. You can't do that. It has to be one or the other. You cannot have all the things of the world, but at the same time you want to act like a 3 or 4. This is not how this works. And you guys have to be very careful with this. If the dating scene, I would just have a list of very simple questions. And one of those questions will be, oh, hold up. Hey, baby. It's okay, mommy. You want to sleep with mom? Go sleep with mom, okay? My daughter. She got scared. So I will say, the question will be, during your last relationship, what did you do wrong? And that will be a very pre-qualified question. First of all, she said, yes, I have, he was the wrong on this. You know that's a red flag. If she said, well, I did this and this and this, and thankfully, I hope not to make the same mistake, then it's a different ballgame, right? Females like her, they're just in a position that they just want to have the cake and eat it too. Sorry for my little daughter.
Sad and just going through the motions of life because my relationship, my marriage broke down. Like I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to be happy. I want to move on, and I want to just find joy in life again.
The justification that I just want to be happy is a lie. Indeed, it often echoes a recurring narrative, repeatedly centered around oneself without a clear understanding of genuine desires. Consequently, individuals might express surprise when former partners proceed to move forward with their lives, as exemplified in our forthcoming segment.
My husband fell in love with my best friend. Now ex-husband, ex-best friend.
Man, she looked like she probably cheated on her husband with a girl. I'm just keeping it real.
They fell in love. It's now been 4 years, and I wanted to share a very important lesson that I learned. The people that are meant to be in your life will be in your life. Nothing will stop them from simply being in your life. If it's so easy for someone to leave, then they were never truly meant to be with you long term anyways. Also, I see people begging people to stay in their life. You really want someone in your life that you have to beg for? No, thank you. And if you're really fighting for someone to stay, don't you value and respect yourself enough to just let them go? I know that divorce is really hard, and I know that sitting in the loneliness is really hard, but it's way better than begging and pleading for someone to see your worth and your value. You are worth so much more than that, and I hope you see that. So from one heartbreak to another, I see you and I love you.
Ah, man, this is just some of that illusion of the TikTok world, right? Illusion, one girl to the other, just telling them grown advice. And I can guarantee what happened here. I think we reacted to this lady in one of the other videos. And the HL talked that thought, I think was. And she divorced her husband. And I just don't get it. And probably your friend saw your husband. She said, F this, he's a good guy. He is a good guy, and I'm gonna snatch that guy. You can just go and just sleep with men and female, I guess. She gave me that vibe, I'm not gonna lie, guys. But I'm assuming, of course. And now, because jealousy traits start sparking, all of a sudden, you're the victim. And your husband, ex-husband, is a bad guy. No, lady, this is what happened. You're divorced. You start doing TikToks. And then you blame your husband. It's not how it works. And she only making that video because he moved on. That's the only reason why.
It is remarkable to observe how these women consistently endeavor to maintain composure, appearing unaffected. Also, a recent video wherein she openly acknowledges the misery prevalent in her life.
So there are some crucial things that people don't talk about after you go through a divorce. The fact that the quietness and the emptiness in your home when you don't have your spouse or your children is deafening. You have to really get comfortable with being alone, and it's very uncomfortable. You quickly realize that you are now the center stage of all conversation in your friend group because you're now living this wild and fun life because you're no longer attached to anybody. And I don't know about you, but I spent a lot of my time crying and eating pizza and drinking wine in the bathtub. Being single is glamorized in today's society, and people are saying, yes, good for being single, and you should really, really just enjoy it. It's so freeing. When really you lost your purpose because you've been supporting this person for X amount of years and supporting their aspirations and their goals and their dreams and their desires, and you lost yourself along the way.
No, because he achieving those desires and those goals, you will just get those benefits. Him achieving his goals is you getting those rewards. I just don't understand the amount of women. It's like they They just they just in a state of chaos and perpetuity that they don't want to be fixed. They just simply don't want to fix. They don't want direction. It's just there's 1 or 2 generations that they need to die out, I guess, at this point, guys. Because this is very bad. I don't know how a society can hold itself with these mindsets. I simply
So
don't.
now yeah, it's beautiful. You get to find yourself, but it's hard to sit in that and be like, oh, who the am I? So maybe be a little bit more gentle on the single people in your life.
The outward portrayal of strength, independence, and happiness exhibited by numerous single women on
They're
the
crazy.
internet.
I'm sorry, I have to record. When your ex-husband moves on right away and gives someone else all you ever asked for, or you're over here dealing with all the trauma he caused. Really, that's what happened.
That is not fair! That is not fair!
If you would
Remember, she edited, put the subtitle, did all this stuff. I'm going to say something here. She's saying that because that was her plan to move right away. And I'm assuming here, but I think this is what happened. Got the divorce. She already had somebody lined up. It was Chad, of course. Chad didn't want her. Break up with her in 6 months or 9 months. Husband went through the grief. Now feel much better. Going to the gym. Find another woman. Lock her in. She goes back to the social media. Now he's about to get married. And now she's saying, oh, he moved fast right away. Oh, he's the bad guy. When she was trying to do that. She was trying to do that, guys. That's why a lot of the females, they divorce because emotionally they detach for the current husband to go with another guy. Let me know what you guys see in the comment section below, guys. Like always, I'll see you next one. I'm out.